Well, it's absolutely pouring it down outside today, so there won't be any gardening going on today. So I thought I'd come into the greenhouse and show you my possibly, arguably, my favourite orchid of the last 4 years that I've been growing here in the greenhouse under the UK conditions. So let's take a look. And here it is. So this is a big old boy. It's huge. And it came to me in the summer of 2020. I can't even remember where I got it from. Can't remember where I bought it, whether I bought it online, although looking at the size of it, I doubt I bought it online. Maybe I bought it at an orchid show. Honestly can't remember. The name of this hybrid is, I'm going to have to read off because I always forget this. It is Epicatanthe Volcano Trick crossed with Laleo Cattleya Janet Sparkle. You think I'd know that by now, wouldn't you? Although it has had a name change, I believe, over the years. This has 3 spikes at the moment. It has had 5. A couple of them are over with now. And we will discuss my little trick in a second. Let's just have a little look at these fantastic blooms. So I'll just move them a little bit closer to you there. Just a stunning, gorgeous thing, even though it is a hybrid. And I think you'll find this is quite a rare plant to get hold of now. This is what happens with hybrids over time. Although I'm surprised with this one because it is such an accommodating plant for me here in the greenhouse that I'm surprised lots of people don't have it. But as I say, this is what happens with hybrids. They do, over the years, they get lost and you can't get hold of them again. Although I have seen lots very similar to this, so maybe another one took over. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful plant. The only time it didn't bloom for me was when it was in the hothouse. I don't know why, can't put my finger on it. I think it did get the same light levels. Temperatures were obviously similar. In fact, temperatures were probably higher for most of the time. Maybe that was it. Maybe it needs a differential. I don't know, but here in the greenhouse, it does really well. So what is this tip? Is this clickbait? Well, maybe it's a little bit of a clickbait type of title, but for me it wasn't, because this is something that I needed reminding of. So before I tell you, let's just once again take a look at what a fantastic plant it is and the fact that it's got loads and loads of roots, loads of new growths on it, very, very tangled inside that pot. There is another plastic pot inside that. I put it inside this terracotta one just to kind of weight it down, but I think it's stuck to the inside of that as well now. So that's what's going on with this plant. Okay, so what is this trick that is frequently forgotten and orchid growers, serious orchid growers, very often need to remember this one thing? Okay, so I'm just making you wait for it. So I can, oh, there's another spike there, look, another spike coming on it. I don't think I can hold off any longer. So what have I done to this orchid to make it grow so well and to enjoy my conditions so good? Well, did I spray it with some insecticide or some secret potion to feed it? No. Have I got a particular type of feed or something that really makes it vigorous? No. Did I put it in some special media to cope with my conditions? No, didn't do that either. Did I, when it arrived, cut off all the dead roots and put it into a different pot? No, didn't do any of that. Did I change my watering? Do I water it in a particular way? No. Do I put it under bright lights? Yes, I do put it under bright lights, but they're all under bright lights, so that's not it. Let me tell you what it is. I leave it alone. I do absolutely nothing. When this arrived, I was so tempted, and I even put it on one of my vlog style videos. Oh, I'm going to have to repot that, and can anyone give me any advice on it, and so on and so forth. And somebody put it in the comments, why don't you leave it alone? It's doing great. A plant that's doing so well, what does it need anything to happen to it for? Why do you need to do anything? And I think this is something that we need to be told about every so often. Because if you are a serious orchid grower or just a serious plant grower, house plant grower, like I like to think of myself as, yes, I am a hobbyist, but serious in terms of being a hobbyist, you have to look at all this stuff. then your first instinct is, when an orchid comes, to inspect it and then to start doing things to it, to start cutting off the roots, changing the media, mulling about with it. Look, if it's in bloom when it arrives or it's about to bloom, leave it alone. Let it do its thing. See if it starts to show any signs of decline, and only then do you put some kind of intervention in place. Don't instantly start mulling about, messing about with it and doing something to it that might cause it some stress. And that is the often forgotten #1 tip I can give you for today. And even if that's absolutely blindingly obvious to you, at least you've seen an absolutely beautiful orchid. And let's face it, it's worth it just to see those fantastic blooms. It's definitely at the moment my biggest orchid, and long may it rain in my tropical greenhouse. So do you have any tips like that are blindingly obvious but you sometimes forget? If you do, put them in the comments below. If that was helpful at all, please subscribe to the channel, of course. Give us a like, give us a share, all that good stuff. And for now, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.